For the last 45 years, the Endangered Species Act has been protecting thousands of plants and animals from going extinct. But now the Trump administration is proposing some big changes to that act. And if those changes happen, experts say they could have deadly consequences for some of the Suncoast's marine life. ABC 7's Jess Dowdrick has the story from Mote Marine Lab.
Scientists say that the Endangered Species Act is part of the reason why the manatees and the green sea turtles that you see behind me are still alive today.
What we've done has worked.
Dr. James Powell has been working with manatees for more than 40 years.
So I've seen in my lifetime manatee populations increase from 1,500 up to over 6,000.
Because of that, manatees have been downlisted from endangered species to a threatened species. And if the Trump administration implements what's being proposed right now,
species that are considered threatened, like manatees, like green sea turtles, like loggerheads, those protections may disappear completely. And that's what gives me a lot of heartburn, to tell you the truth.
That is one of the three major changes the Trump administration is proposing to the current Endangered Species Act, that threatened species would not automatically have the same protections that endangered species have. Another concern for Dr. Powell is the fact that economic impacts would be considered when determining whether or not a species should be protected.
Then we won't be able to, more than likely, be able to put rules in place that will allow these populations to increase.
State College of Florida political science professor Danny Firstman says the original Endangered Species Act was enacted by Republican President Richard Nixon, but since it's become more partisan because of climate change, with Republicans now proposing these changes.
Protection of endangered species does come at a cost, and the cost is what's borne by miners and drillers, farmers, ranchers, all sorts of people who want to do stuff with land, and either they're not able to or the process takes a lot more time and a lot more effort.
Not only does the ESA make it harder for loggers or drillers to use certain land that may be inhabited by endangered or threatened species, but it also puts an extra series of regulations on industries.
And that can add months, years to projects. That's been a big push of the Trump administration.
So why now?
And the reason why you're seeing all that right now is because they're worried they're going to lose their control of Congress and that things are going to get a lot harder come November.
Now, it's not just the sea life that these scientists are worried about. They're also worried about American icons like the grizzly bear and the bald eagle. Reporting at Mote Marine Laboratory, Jess Dowdrick, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.